Hi Pisces, welcome to your weekly scopes. Please keep in mind this is only a general reading. Take what it feels right and with what resonates with your life experiences at the moment. So Pisces, this week it's a good week to pay attention to your mental health, to make sure that you are getting enough sleep, getting enough rest, eating at the right times, taking care of yourself, especially in terms of your mind, but as we all know, everything is connected. And so it's a good week to work on your meditations, to work on your alignment techniques, your relaxation techniques, to just cool off the busyness of your mind because you are prone to anxiety, to stress, not just from this week, but probably it's an energy that it's been with you for some time. But this week it could be like the point where all of this bursts and it needs to be expressed out of you. And so it's a good week to pay attention to your mind, to your worries, and the worries you feel right now are probably they are not they are product of your mind. They are not based on real situations you should be concerned with. It's the fact that you are projecting your fears and anxieties and already thinking about scenarios that might happen that create a state of worry. But before you get to this point, the idea is you have to live in the present moment, even when circumstances seem hard to deal with and acquire from you plan and to think about the future. If you focus on grounding yourself and trying as hard as it is to be in the present moment, you will see that you will breathe better, you will sleep better, and the problems which actually are always as well opportunities will always be there in the same way. But the way you react to it will promote the different lifestyle and the different way you want to guide your emotional self, your mental self in the direction of peace. So it's a good week to promote peace as well. Even if you are being tested, if you receive information or you exchange communication that makes you somehow upset or angry, or if you have people angry at you, it's a good week to calm down and uh, let things resolve this week on themselves. Don't try to defend yourself too much, to try to defend others too much. Try to protect your energies and guard yourself, like I told you as well the week before. So the main opportunity is the Nine of Swords, and like I was saying, it's an opportunity to take an honest look at your fears, an honest look at your paranoia, at your repetitive thoughts that keep you up at night, that keep you worried, that keep you from enjoying the present moment. It's a good week to pay attention to the reality of the challenges you have right now and to put them on to look at them in a distant way so you can realize which challenges actually exist in your life that need your attention and which challenges are only being created by this thought pattern, making things look bigger and worse than they are. So it's a great opportunity to put your mind back in the right place if you focus on being centered on yourself, sleeping, resting, eating, focusing on your routine, focusing on the things that give you peace and give you promote a good feeling, internal feeling inside of you. Also, because the challenge is the Page of Swords, and so there's a lot of swords energy. It's harsh, is it feels difficult and sometimes even hurtful, and it creates sometimes it creates a feeling of being depressed and lonely. But the Page of Swords is more about being very defensive, very angry, and trying to 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 defend yourself at any situation that seems that it's attacking you when it's not. It's your overly defensive attitude, your overreactive attitude that creates this need to hold your sword and cut everything that's coming your way when actually you are just off center, and so you react excessively to what in the reality is happening, which also is connected with this line of swords and main opportunity. So again, as a challenge, pay attention to your fights, pay attention to the conflicts, pay attention to the tension in your environment, inside of yourself, outside of yourself. If there's problematic situations, try to keep yourself out of it, distance yourself from it. Take an honest look at your emotional reactive self, at your thought patterns. Just take a break if you can, or if your life is too busy right now, uh, try to, in this busyness, in this buzz, to still find moments, 5 minute breaks at least, where you can relax yourself and breathe. Also, it's a very good week to do some breathing exercises. And as well, the advice is the Eight of Wands. So the advice is to look at the scattered thoughts, like I told you before, to look at how many things, how sometimes all of this craziness of our life makes us feel off center so easily, and we try to focus in so many things at the same time that we end up not putting any type of attention in anything, any part of ourselves in it, and so everything becomes just scattered and disorganized and all over the place. And as well, the advice is for you to keep active in what really matters to you, to keep active, to communicate, to put it out in words, to speak out your worries, your anguish, your problems, but in a way to communicate about it, but in a way where you are uh, breathing and relaxing, not in an angry way, not in a way where you are overly defensive. No, in a way where you are being honest, where you are expressing your fears, even in a way to listen to yourself, even in a way to become even more aware of yourself when you communicate, when you write, when you blog, when you do anything, any type of expression that allows you to put your mind in a more balanced way of working with you in your thoughts. Yeah, I feel your thoughts are um, really messed up and they need rest. Your mind needs rest. And sometimes resting is not just about sleeping or meditating, it's also about putting your mind into things that you are passionate about, into ideas that you are passionate about. This could also be saying move a little bit, go out of your uh, go out of your daily basic routines and that keep giving you this sense of anxiety and problems and tension and conflict, and try to broaden your try to expand your routines and the places you go and the people you talk with. Try to, for example, if you can, try to go to a different city, to eat in a different place, to experience a different type of a different type of environment could be beneficial to you this week, or just as well could be about communication, being open about what's worrying you, what's keeping you up at night, but in a way that you are not overly defensive and ready to attack, but more just being honest and frank. If there's someone specifically that you feel it's the fountain of this situation, you should approach them and talk with them in an honest way. So Pisces, I wish you a great week. Thank you for listening, liking, and subscribing, and hopefully we'll see each other next one.